I'm currently a grad student pursuing clinical psychology. So I wanted to kind of sit down with you guys and just kind of do a little formal introduction as to like who I am and what I guess my goals are for this channel. It honestly began as just like a little fun side thing I wanted to do with my friends, mostly to just like collect our memories and adding some fun edits along the way, just for like us to kind of look back on our earlier years or whatever. But I feel like I fell into a funk with it because then I felt like I had to perform a certain way, or like I had to talk about certain things or film everything, because then if I filmed everything, you know, it's just too much content and you just don't know which one to really post or whatever. And not that I wanted to post my memories as like content on YouTube. It was just like an easy platform to kind of share these videos that I like edited with my friends. And through that, I've kind of just like, you know, met some few people who've like commented on some of my videos, and I've really enjoyed just like hearing from you guys, even engaging with the videos that I did post. But I think moving forward, I kind of want to be more clear with what my vision is for just like my channel in general. I think the further I go into grad school, the more outlets I need for creativity, and I think this channel and just YouTube in general can be one of those outlets for me. So I'm still figuring out all the details, but I think I want to have a channel that kind of creates a space for other fellow grad students who can possibly resonate or relate to some of my experiences that I have gone through or will go through in these next couple of years. But yeah, so I definitely want to share some of the things that like I've gone through and I've experienced, and hopefully you guys can engage in like conversation with me about those, or just like maybe take some things and like learn from my mistakes, or like learn what to like look out for, or like just be more cautious of the things grad school related. So yeah, I guess for now, maybe just a quick update for you guys of where I'm at in my grad journey. So my initial goal was to finish grad school in 5 years, and this was to pursue a doctorate in clinical psychology. And the only programs that I looked at were joint programs, so that meant that I would be getting a master's and a doctorate at the end of like the whole journey. So I had graduated undergrad a semester early, and then during that time I was applying for like I think 3-4 different doctoral programs. I ended up only applying to 3, and I got into all 3 of them, and I decided to go with my first choice at the time, which was out of state, and it was in Virginia. So I went there and I started my program. I aced everything, all my classes from fall, spring, and summer. However, I just didn't feel like it was home for me like I had here in California, and I really like wrestled with whether or not I should like move or should I stay and just kind of stick it out for like 4 more years over there. But I just felt like I couldn't for my mental health's sake. And so I contacted my second school that I got into, and they were able to make it happen. So they allowed me to come back, and I've been with them since. Now, I graduated with my master's in this current program I'm in this past May, and unfortunately for my practicum experience, I did not have the most positive experience with that, at least with like the authority figures. And so because of that, they decided that they didn't feel confident enough in me to let me progress towards my advanced practicum site and like continue my training over there, even though I literally applied for it, interviewed for it, and got placed. And then 2 weeks from graduating, the site that I was working at told me that actually, just kidding, because of your, I guess, incompetence in all of these areas, which I struggled agreeing with. And usually I'm someone who I believe can take criticism well and can actually accept it and like apply feedback that I get. But in this case, I just felt like it was just pure injustice. And so yeah, so after receiving that 2 weeks away from graduating, I don't know, my whole world kind of crumbled, because now like I'm forced to basically stay another year in my program. So instead of having 3 more years, I'll now have 4 more years. So that's a huge thing to even consider. And I mean, like grad programs are not cheap, you know, so it sucks, honestly, and the fact that I've talked to just so many different people about it, I don't know, at least like the most common reaction that I had gotten was just like the disbelief and just the shock that I had failed. But technically, I want to reframe that sentence and say that I was failed by someone else. Because they were supposed to support me, they were supposed to train me well and like make sure that I was like progressing and growing as a clinician, but I guess instead they didn't feel confident enough in me and decided to fail me 2 weeks away from graduating. So I don't know. So yeah, after that happened, I had the summer to kind of really think about what to do with my life, because grad school is hard. Like, I'm sure you guys hear that from anyone who is in grad school or who has done grad school. It sucks, and it's just not it. I think especially for someone who has had my background and upbringing, and I guess let's just say it was not like the easiest upbringing, just filled with a lot. Those who get it. Those who don't worry about it. Like, would never wish it on anyone. So, but yeah. So during the summer, I was able and fortunate enough to go to Asia and visit some of my friends over there and just like kind of rest and revive myself, for lack of better words. And I had a lot of conversations with many different people, with strangers that I just met, about my situation and kind of asking for their input and advice on whether or not I should continue this program, because I felt like I really wrestled with the fact that people in authority, not everyone, but like, just sucks that there's so many out there who really don't care about other people, if that makes sense. That power dynamic too, like, people abuse it, and I just hate the injustice that is experienced constantly, and the fact that this is so common and I don't even know what accountability they're held to. It's frustrating. So anyways, stepping back from that, so after having multiple conversations with so many different people, I've just decided that this is just the most realistic thing for me to do right now, is to just bite the bullet and just continue and repeat last semester for this semester and be a whole year behind. So it's with a very like sad, heavy heart and posture that I have come back to like my program and to continue it. But honestly, like, the only good thing that I feel like I can get from this is just the community that I do have in the program. My friends who've been with me since like day one of this program, my friends who were in my other program, my new friends that I'm making in this program, like, they've all just been so encouraging and kind and supportive, and they've held me so well during this very like hard season in my life. And I like obviously don't wish it on anyone, but that's just also the reality of grad programs, that unfortunately some people just fail, either for no reason or for like good reasons, right? So I think for me, I'm still trying to I really am trying to understand why I was failed because I don't know, man. I don't know. In my opinion, I felt like I was on track as a first year trainee, learning things, and I thought we could make mistakes, and I thought we could ask questions and stuff like that, but needless to say, I feel like my walls have just been built back up again, especially towards those in authority in general, so that's really cute. So yeah, so that's where I'm at now. This was my first week back to school, and it's just felt that I'm literally in between my current cohort and the cohort below me. I'm splitting my time with both cohorts now, and it's interesting because it's only gonna be for a semester. So I also have a lot of anger, if you can't tell. But yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at. My, I guess, point of sharing this story and just this experience is to kind of offer some insight into what a grad program has been like. I'm not saying that this is going to be everyone's experience. Like, this was just my experience, and I just wanted to share that with you guys. And me choosing to come back didn't mean that, like, I gave up on other things, if that makes, I mean, I definitely did, right? But I definitely tried to look for I just definitely, like, did a lot of job searching and a lot of conversations with so many different people. It all came down to kind of what battle am I willing to fight in this life of mine. And I guess grad school is the battle that I'm choosing to fight. So yeah. What I also came down to is just like, oh, let's just continue to see how much longer I can take. And I'm gonna drop out. When I am genuinely forced to quit and genuinely forced to fail out, then I'll fail out. I'll just accept it and just kidding. You make a lot of those jokes. But anyways, that was it. Kind of like the update on me. If you are someone who's looking into applying for grad schools and stuff like that, stay tuned, because I think I definitely want to make more, I guess, like tips and tricks videos and just like sharing my experiences with that. I guess with just like the goal to also help you guys succeed in whatever program you guys end up being in. I'm also aware that each program is very different, so your experience will definitely not be exactly the same as mine. So I hope you guys continue to stay tuned and I guess support me as I continue to go through this hard journey. Hopefully I'll be making more content of just helpful and fun things. So yeah. But anyways, thank you so much for watching and for listening, and I guess comment down below like what you thought about my experience, or also if you've had similar experiences, if you're a current grad student right now, or if you've heard stories from like other people of like similar experiences, please share them below, and maybe just like kind of what happened with them, you know, or what happened with you, and like how did you make that decision as well. I would love to chat with you guys. So yeah, anyways, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.